mahal at pag-ibig na sa iyo. Nandoon, nakapokus doon sa paano ka magiging instrumento ng pagbibigay buhay para sa iba. Paano ka magiging instrumento para magbuo ng buhay ng isa. Magiging instrumento ka para kahit kaunti ang liwanag mo, mayroon kang liwanag na maibigay doon sa kapwa mo. Katulad po nung ginawa nung dalawa magkaiba man, pero mayroon ng iisang denominator, yung pagmamahal sa puso nila na maibigay yung kanilang kakayahan, maibigay yung kanilang kaunawaan, yung pag-ibig at punong-puno ng pagmamahal sa kapwa mo. Yun po ang tutulong para sa akin para ma-endure mo yung pagpapakasakit at ma-transform mo ito sa isang kalagayan na hindi ka mahahadlangan anuman ang challenge, anuman ang pain, anuman ang suffering na magawa mo dahil ibinibigay mo ang buhay mo dahil sa pagmamahal. Dahil alam mo, yun ang tungkulin ng bawat isa. Since nakilala mo at naunawaan mo, mayroon ng iisang makapangyarihan at iisang lakas na iisa lang po ang daladala. Pag-ibig at pagmamahal. Ito lang po yung aking kakayanan at sana po kahit paano meron akong naiambag at naisagot na makatwiran sa inyo pong katanungan. Marami pong salamat.
Marami pong salamat. Katotohanan naman na ang pain ay isang bahagi lamang at hindi ito ang tunay na ibig niyang ipahiwatig sa atin. It's just but superficial. Meron pa siyang iminumungkahi sa atin, which is yung tinuran ninyo, maging instrumento, maging liwanag pa rin. And similarly, ang sabi ni Divaldo, ito about pain. He said, the pain we suffer is the lesson that teaches us how to live. Again, the pain we suffer is the lesson that teaches us how to live. So, ibig sabihin, there are things that we are not yet able to accept. Those are causing us pain as well. Whereas Carlo, he says, while he was in the hospital and the doctors were asking him, how are you? Do you feel pain-free or with pain? He says there are people who suffer much more than I. So hindi niya tinuring na ang isang suffering ay para sa kanya at hindi niya finokus ang kanyang kaisipan dito. Kung hindi, sabi niya mas marami pang iba na nagsasuffer kaysa sa akin. So that is our first question at marami pong salamat, Sis Rebecca, sa inyong kasagutan. And the next one, we move on to love. We've seen both Tevaldo and Carlo exemplified love. The question is, what does it mean for you to live a life rooted in love? Again, what does it mean for you to live a life rooted in love? Let's hear from Brother Elmer Samarata. Samareta? Brother Elmer, are you there?
Yes, good morning.
Good morning po.
Actually, ina-assess ko pa yung sarili ko. Good morning, everyone, and good evening there from Philippines. Ang dami po kasing pumasok na kaalaman, damdamin para do sa aking pinanonood kasi I'm, kumbaga parang, I'm overwhelmed na makapanood ng ganun, sabihin na natin videos na magre-reflect sa mga manonood kung ano ito yung in-insinuate nito. Bago po ako tumungo dun sa tanong niyo po kanina, magdalaw, susundan ko po yung sinabi ni Sister Rebecca. I agree with her kasi which is true na ang love naman and passion is nandun talaga na at the end of the day, kailangan mamayani pa rin ng pag-ibig at ang pagmamahal. Naroroon yung suffering. Naitanong ko nga, meron ba nagsasabi na ang pain o yung sinasabi ni kapag ikay dumadanas ng bigati, paghihirap, tiising, masaya ka pa habang ikaw ay nakakaranas na ito. Sa dalawang example na tao na pinapanood sa atin, dumanas sila ng pain dahil iba isa sa sakit sapagkat si Carlo Cutis ay canonized ng Vatican na isa siya ay santo. Ito lang late September. Siyempre, bilang isang mananampalataya, tinitingnan, kumbaga para yung mga criteria, kumbaga ano ba yung para ka maging masabing saint, hindi ko ba? Pero hindi na ako doon dadako kung paano kasi meron silang criteria doon o bahagda na kanilang dapat gawin. Ang sa akin, kung ano yung naging impact sa akin ng batang ito, kung ano bang legacy na binigay niya sa ating manonood sa isang nakakapakinig ng ganitong pag-aaral. Kapagkat ako sa ganito kong edad, ibig sabihin kung siya pala ay 15 years lang ang inilagay niya rito sa ibabaw ng mundo, may pagkakataon pa pala ako na gumawa, kumilos. Sapagkat ang kanyang dala ay pag-ibig, dala niya ay kapayapaan, maaaring madala rin ng isang katulad ko na nakikipag-aral sa kabilugan ito. Dito pa lang sa lupa, siguro ay mag-ipon na ako, magsikap na ako, magsikhay na ako, at tama rin yung sabi ng isang kapatid na dapat natin ipagkaloob sa ating mga kapwa sapagkat kung tayo ay nananalamin, magre-reflect po yung sila sa atin. At tayo naman ay mananalamin, magre-reflect yung reflection sa ating mga sarili. So, spread the news, spread the good news, pagkaloob kung ano yung nararapat, at yung pain na nararamdaman natin dahil sa tulong ng mga kabatlayaan sa atin, yung bibigay pag-aaral, unti-unti natin itong yung pain na ito at yung nararamdaman natin suffering ay may unti-unti nasisilay sa ating mga puso at sa ating mga ngiti na meron na tayong ngiti na masasabi na hindi na pala ako nagtitiis, hindi na pala ako naghihirap at hindi na ako nagdurusa sapagkat ang suffering nito ay tanggap na ng isang mananampalataya. At doon naman sa katanungan kanina kung paano ibig, siguro po kung maging totoo lang sa bawat hakbangin, sa bawat gagawin ng isang tulad ko, kung ano yung marapat, kung ano yung mabuti, siguro yun na lang ang dapat kong gawin sapagkat ito lang naman ang marapat. Kumbaga ito lang yung para sa akin na tamang daan na gagawin ko, na tangan-tangan ko na ang sabi nga ng kabatlayan, ang tatlong P's na kinakailangan. At dadagdagan ko pa ng isang P. Sabi nga nila, ang faith, ang hope, and love, and work. So, pananampalataya na may kasamang paggawa, pag-ibig, unconditionally or love unconditionally, at sinasabi natin hope na huwag mawawala sa atin sapagkat yung habag na kinakailangan ng Panginoon nawa sa atin ay mapunta. Yun lamang po at magandang umaga.
Maraming salamat, Brother Elmer, sa iyong kasagutan. At i-welcome lang natin yung iba pang hindi pa naka-hello. At mayroon din tayong bagong kapatid na si Sis May nandyan, si Sis Cliffy. Baka si Clifford ito. Thank you for joining. At nandito tayo, tumutunghay sa mga katanungan. Ang susunod pong tanong ay about, or before I move to that question, yung sabi nila Divaldo about love and Carlo is that for Divaldo, sabi niya, love is the soul of life. Again, love is the soul of life. So, ibig sabihin, kanya nga pala, nararamdaman natin kapag may ginawa tayong kabutihan, lahat ng yan umuuwi sa pag-ibig, di ba? And then we feel it in our spirit because love is the soul of life. And then with Carlo naman, ang sabi niya, to always be united with Jesus. This is my life's program. So, binuhos niya ang panahon niya sa pagiging connected with Christ. And the next one, we move on to forgiveness. So the question is, what freedom have you found or do you hope to find in forgiveness? Again, what freedom have you found or do you hope to find in forgiveness? Again, I am hoping that we will maintain our 3 minutes for each, and pertaining to the question, I am giving the time to Janelle. Janelle, the question is yours.
Yes po. Good morning po everyone at magandang araw sa ating lahat. As I was watching po kanina kay Divaldo Franco, napaka-positibo ng aura niya na parang wala siyang binibitbit sa buhay. And the voice he heard, isinabuhay niya talaga. Naiiyak ako kanina na sabi ko, ang galing, and at his age kayang-kaya niya yon. It proves na wala siyang dala-dala sa kanyang puso. And that is because doon po pumapasok yung forgiveness na kasi hanggat meron kang bitbit sa puso mo, hindi ka malaya. Kahit anong gusto mong gawin, merong pipigil at pipigil sa'yo. Kasi hindi mo malayang magagawa yung mga bagay na gusto mong gawin. So, yung mga binibitbit natin sa puso natin, yung mga galit na bitbit natin, dahil hindi natin kayang ibigay yung kapatawaran sa mga kapatid natin, yun yung malaking bagay or factor na pipigil sa atin upang isabuhay yung kanyang mga salita, upang bigyan ng buhay yung mga naririnig natin. And look at the story na napakadaming nagawa ni Divaldo Franco na the love, yung lahat ng mga pinagdaanan niya, tapos na-convert niya into, nakagawa siya ng isang malaking komunidad na punong-puno ng pagmamahal, walang galit, lahat positibo. Sana yun yung maging inspiration natin na look at that on that side na kung siya kaya niya, no, sino tayo para hindi natin kayang ibigay this forgiveness sa mga taong nakagawa ng hindi maganda sa atin. Yun lang po, salamat.
Thank you, Janelle, sa iyong kasagutan. And Divaldo Franco agrees with you. Ang sabi niya, G, in forgiving, we set ourselves free. So naaalis nga yung mga loads. You become lighter. You become, yung nakita mong peaceful at saka maliwanag ang kanyang mukha. Wala siyang daladalang kung ano-anong mga bigatin. So that's one of the key, forgiveness. Let those people who have done you wrong, o baka naman, panggising lang yun. Yung lahat ng dumarating sa atin ay akma upang matutunan lang natin ang buhay natin. Whereas with Carlo, ang sabi niya, choose humility over resentment. Again, choose humility over resentment. All right, so we move on to the next question. This is related to happiness. The question is, what simple values or practices give you true happiness? Again, what simple values or practices give you true happiness? And I'm going to ask Sis Mai to maybe answer this question. Happiness. Go ahead, Ate Mai. We can't hear you if you're speaking. Wala, hindi ka namin marinig. Maybe try rebooting and I'll give you the time again. But for now, maybe Sis Karen, until Tita Mai can reboot. Tita Mai, if you can reboot, I'll give you a different question. Karen, if you can, please answer the question. What simple values or practices give you true happiness?
Siguro po yung you can able to give what you have and share it to others. Yun. Alam ko po, isang kasabihan na the more you give, mas magiging happy yung heart mo. Kasi, kumbaga, hindi naman po tayo mayaman or maraming pera. Pero kung ano man yung meron ka, you can able to share it. And I think that's what make a person's heart happy. Yan, at yung laging nangingibabaw yung pag-ibig sa puso mo. Yun lang po. Buti na lang hindi forgiveness yung napunta sa akin kasi magiging honest talaga ako sa answer ko eh. At isa pa yun sa aking pinag-aaralan sa aking sarili kasi hindi ako madaling mag-forgive. Kaya buti na lang hindi sa akin na ano. Yun po, siguro being able to share what you have, no matter how simple, how small things you can do for your brothers and sisters or any people you meet, just a kind gesture or some like encouragement. Yun siguro po yun yung mga bagay na makakapagbigay saya sa'yo. Yun po, maraming salamat.
Thank you, Karen, for your answer. Carlo agrees with you at sabi niya, find joy in living simply. So, hindi pala tayo kailangang mamuhay ng garbo at kung ano-ano ang mga hinahanap sa buhay. But living simply gives us happiness. At sinekondahan nito ni Devaldo, ang sabi niya, happiness is not found in external conquest, but in the values we cultivate within ourselves. So the real happiness lies within us. Okay, maraming salamat po. Now we move on to responsibility. And I think Ate Mai would be able to answer this. The question is, how do you practice responsibility for your own actions? Again, how do you practice responsibility for your own actions? Ate Mai, if your mic is working, please take on the question. We still cannot hear. Naka-unmute ka pero hindi siya, we don't hear any voice. Baka your device, hey? Okay. I-share mo na lang sa amin yan in person tomorrow. Yeah, sa Sunday na lang. We can't hear you. If you tried rebooting already, maybe reboot again if that is okay. But for now, let me give that to Ati Lapi. The question now is yours. How do you practice responsibility for your own actions?
Okay, how do I practice? I like forgiveness. Sabi ko, okay, forgiveness. Yeah. Anyway, how do I practice responsibility for my own action? I set an example of myself. Kasi naniniwala tayo na kung ano ang ginawa mo, yun ang yung you harvest it. What you did, you receive it. Naniniwala tayo sa karma, cause and effect. Kaya kung ano man ang pinagbabayaran ko, lagi kong sinasabi, it's my action. Kaya dapat lamang gawin ko, hindi ko ipapagawa sa tao, sa ibang tao. Dahil kung dinaranas ko man ngayon, that means ginawa ko noong una. So I need to practice it, I need to face it, I need to tackle it, and I need to deal it. Gaano man kahirap, kung alam ko na action, it's a reaction. So, yun lamang po.
Thank you, Attila, for that great answer. Carlo responded by, you also mentioned it. Whatever is set and given to you, you do it. So sabi niya, take responsibility in my spiritual growth and I avoid wasted time. So one of his exemplification is yung oras na may free time siya, ginugol niya ito sa pagkonekta sa taas at kung ano yung kanyang pwedeng magawa. No wasted time. And at isa pa, yung device time niya, sabi niya, I'm using it for the purpose of my spiritual growth. So nilimitahan niya yung oras niya actually in browsing different things kasi sabi niya it distracts and relieves or yung parang nawawalan siya ng connection when he tackles more time on the device other than the purpose that is intended. So with that, Divaldo also said, the evil others do to me does not harm me. Again, the evil others do to me does not harm me. The evil I do to others, that is what truly harms me. So we are being responsible with our actions at yun din ay tinuran mo. Maraming salamat, Attila. So the actions that we do comes back to us and we need to be responsible with that actions. All right, moving on to the next question about knowledge and being. I'm giving this question to Tita Marcy. Okay, so the question po, how can you live your spiritual knowledge authentically without being a photocopy? Again, how can you live your spiritual knowledge authentically without being a photocopy? Tita Press, the time is yours.
How can you live your spiritual Ano nga ba yun, Len?
How can you live your spiritual knowledge authentically without being a photocopy? Yung lahat ng mga kaalaman at kinugugol nating aralin, paano natin magiging katotohanan at authentic sa ating sarili at hindi lang parang kinopya.
Nangungopya.
Opo.
Well, knowledge, you have to be yung unique, yung walang nangungopya. Just the knowledge that you learn, show it in yourself without copying from anybody dahil iyon ay manggagaling sa kaloob-looban mo. Dahil hindi, kung nangongopya ka, hindi magtatagal yon. Datapwat, yung knowledge na nanggagaling sa'yo, yun ay lumilitaw sa katauhan mo. Yun ang ipinakikita mo, kumbaga, yung ating guidelines nakikita sa'yo. Yun lamang po.
Maraming salamat po at pinatotohanan. So, ibig sabihin, what we know of, we share, sometimes we share, we evangelize, but that needs to reflect in our actions. Divaldo said, knowledge alone is not enough. It is indispensable to be. So, ibig sabihin, kailangan nating ma-embody, kailangan nating maging iyon. Kung may nalaman tayo, kailangan nating we become that. And then Carlo also said, all are born as originals. Kaya wala pala tayong, kahit mga twins pa, mga kambal, hindi pa rin sila totally magkamukha. Their imprints, their thumb marks are still different. So sabi niya, all are born as originals, but many die as photocopies. So that's sad, right? So let's be original and unique, as our president said. Okay, thank you po sa kasagutan, and let's move on to the next. So the next question is on gratitude and challenges. And let's see who has not been asked. Brother Clifford, if that is okay, if you can take on this question. What helps you love or stay kind to difficult people? And again, what helps you love or stay kind to difficult people? Brother Clifford, if you are able to share, if you can please answer that question. At kumusta din po? It's been a while. Brother Clifford, if that is you. Mukhang hindi siya maybe he's not free or he's just want to listen. Maybe let's hear from, magdodoble ito, Ate Lapi.
Oh,
Maybe you can respond to this.
okay. Can you repeat the question again?
Okay, the question again is, what helps you love or stay kind to difficult people?
Okay. I just want to make sure that I'm not difficult, okay? I just want to make sure that I'm not difficult. I need to look at myself first. Well, di ba, may kasabihan, sabi nila, if you can't beat them, join them. Well, in my little observation, kasi alam natin kung minsan our inner self na tumatanggi, di ba? Tumatanggi sa mga naririnig mo. Naririnig mo, parang ayaw mo. Although, minsan nadadala ka. Na ayaw mo, pero nadadala ka at tumatanggi ang kalooban mo. So, in that case, laging nangyayari sa akin I don't know kung kilala ko yung sarili ko na I don't know if I really know myself. Kasi ang espiritong naninirahan dito ay mas may kasalanan. Di ba laging sinasabi noon may kasalanan. Ayaw ko kasi yung negative. Yung ayaw ng ang negative. Na ang ginagawa ko, I just keep quiet. Silence. Silence. Lagi kong ginagawa yun. Yun ang kaparaanan ko para hindi ahaba yung negatibo ng isang tao na naririnig ko. So ngayon pinag-aaralan yun na mas kung wala kang magandang sasabihin, manahimik ka, just alamin mo kung gaano kahaba ang pasensya mo sa pagdadala ng sitwasyon na yon na negatibo. At kung wala kang maiisip, kailangang pag-aralan lahat. Pinag-aaralan, ito ba'y kung sasagot ako, tama ba ang sasagot ko? Makakatulong ba o magbibigay ba ng magandang pag-aaral? I just keep quiet. The silence is the one that I am bringing most of the time. Yun lang po.
Thank you, Ate Lap. Janelle, do you have an addition? I see you coming up. Thank you, Ate.
Wala yung signal ko, Ate. Yes, magdadagdag lang ako, Ate. Napakaganda kasi ng question. And I always say this, no. Actually, all of us, there are times that we are being the difficult person, no. There are times na tayo din nagiging mahirap intindihin sa ibang tao. But how to choose to be kind and love them despite of everything. So sa ating pag-aaral, no, inuunawa natin na lahat kasi tayo may mga kanya-kanyang pinagdadaanan sa buhay. Pero yung pipiliin nating unawain yung bawat isa at pipiliin nating mas maging mabuti at maging unawain yung lahat ng pinagdadaanan natin. This is what ito yung makakapag-keep sa atin na instead na magalit tayo, we just choose to understand the situation. Instead na magkaroon tayo ng adwaan sa taong ito, we just choose to love them. Why? Because we know that there are some point na not forever they will be the difficult person. It's just a phase in their life. So our role is just to understand whatever they are going through. Yun lang po. Salamat po.
Thank you, G, sa iyong karagdagan at kay Ate Lap. The truth is, Divaldo says, it is easy to love the kind person. At totoo naman, di ba? Mas madaling ibigin yung mga mabubuti na. But, sabi niya, the true merit lies in loving the ungrateful one. Again, the true merit lies in loving the ungrateful one. Kasi nga, hindi lang tayo dito sa mundo upang ibigin ang ating mga kapatid o same flocks together, but lalo na sabi the enemies, or sana wala ng enemy, mga na lang, mga hindi pa natin ka-vibrate, ka-vibe. So Carlo also says, always be kind and even when you're not understood. Always be kind even when you're not understood. So yung sinabi, being silent and piliing maging mabuti at maintindihan, maunawaan ang isa. Very nice. Okay, we move on to legacy. We only have 10 minutes and I'm hoping sino pang hindi nabigyan. Wala, umalis si Sally ata. Okay, So magre-rebound na lang siguro yung mga pwede pa. Si Sis Mai parang nahirapan sa mic niya. Let's hear back from Sis Rebecca. This question is for you on legacy. What part of yourself do you want to carry with you beyond this life? What part of yourself do you want to carry with you beyond this life? Sis Rebecca.
Para po sa akin, isa lang naman po ang gusto ko na maingat. Yung makita nila at tanggapin nila ako bilang ako. Yung talagang bilang ako, kung ano ako, nakikita nila, tanggapin nila ako bilang ako. Na maiwan sa kanila yung isang bagay o yung nasa sa akin na yung goal ko na maipakita na hindi man ako mahalin, maiwan ko sa kanila ang isang example na marunong din ako magmahal. Na kahit ano yung iba to sa akin, ang maiwan ko sa kanila, in spite of everything, maramdaman nila na ang talagang nasa puso ko, magbigay ng pagmamahal at maipakita kung paano magmahal. Yun po yung legacy na gusto kong maiwan. Ito, na sana maabot. Maraming pong salamat.
Thank you po. Sorry for cutting you off. I thought you're done. But thank you. And totoo naman, yung mga physical, external, maiiwan dito. But what's important is what we have developed within us that we will carry. Ang sabi ni Devaldo, what we possess, we leave behind. What we are, we carry with us. So keep developing who we are internally, spiritually, kasi yun nga po ang madadala natin. Si Carlo, he left the digital legacy na nag-unite sa mga kung sino ang makakaintindi, makakakonekta. He left something. So it's also important that, as Sister Becca said, you leave a legacy that people will be able to also connect and serve a lesson. Maraming salamat po. So the next one, I think we still have 2 questions for this time. On technology time. And I believe I could give this to Karen. Karen, how can we use technology for good without letting it control us? Again, how can we use technology for good without letting it control us?
How can we use technology good without letting it control us? Siguro po mauuna dyan yung discipline, di ba? You limit what technology can give you. Wag mong hayaan na parang ma-influensyahan ka. It gives you an influence, or rather and also be selective of what you can see and what you absorb. Yun, siguro po pag ganoon na may discipline ka at you know what is right from wrong, you can use it in good. And the important thing is it will not control you because you still know what is the thing you need to do and what is the thing that you don't need to do. So yun, discipline and be uh, selective of what you absorb. Yun po siguro ang magiging answer ko. Salamat.
Thank you, Karen. And sa sagot mo at totoo din na Carlo, who exemplified yung about technology at his time and youthfulness, na he was inclined to learning the device, and he did a lot of things with it, but he knows the impact of that. Kasi nga, the device, if we use it so much, more than an hour or so, you would know and you will feel that your attention is different. So he says, limit the time that you spend on device to what is only applicable and useful for you. Otherwise, use it for a good purpose. So, yun ang kanyang ginawa. He used only screen time for 1 hour. So, the next one is, so in this case, whatever technology happens, use it as a tool for the purpose of your being here, not it to utilize you and weaken you. And the last one is on faith or on service na lang. On service. What service or kindness can you do that will leave a mark on others? What service or kindness can you do that will leave a mark on others? Maybe I want to hear this from siguro, let's hear it from Ate Lapi. And then Karen will do our closing prayer after this.
What again? What again?
The question is, what service or kindness can you do that will leave a mark on others?
Kindness and service. Oh. What did service? Yung gumagawa ka ng service, hindi ka naghahanap ng kapalit. Hindi ka naghihintay ng kapalit. Like, for example, kung sabi nila, kung ano, hindi, wag mong hihintayin kung anong gagawin sa'yo, kundi ang ikaw ang gumawa. At pag gumawa ka ng kabutihan, huwag kang maghihintay ng kabayaran. Yun, kasabihan yun. Pero tanungin natin ang sarili, nagawa ko na kaya yun in a simple manner. Service, the legacy. Kasi meron isang kahit na ilang pang minuto or meron akong napanaginipan. This is how parang laging binabag ako ngayon na yung panaginip na ito, bakit nagkakaroon tayo ng kalamidad? Bakit nagkakaroon tayo ng kung pag-ibig ang mangyayari sa bawat isa sa atin, pero hindi ko alam kung paano mo gagawin ito. The only thing, my tool is just keep on praying. Kasi hindi ko alam kung paano ko magawa. Dahil kung nag-iibigan ang lahat ng nilalang ng tao, wala nang kalamidad. wala nang kaguluhan. Wala na, yun, I don't know, napanaginipan ko yun a week ago. Daging, I keep on rotating in my mind. So, yun ang legacy na pag-ibig kung gigising, wala nang pangyayaring mga hindi ka nais-nais. So, that's a general approach. I think that's yung nakikita kong legacy yun, pero I don't know how can it happen and what contribution that I can give in that kind of things. So, yun po. Iiwanan ko rin question sa inyo.
Thank you so much, Ate Lab. So on service, ang sabi ni Divaldo, making use and utilizing what we have and making that as worthwhile, as he raised hundreds of children and served thousands through his mansion of the way. But he started that as one person first. One person, and then it grew and grew and grew. So one step that we can do to serve, and then as long as it comes from the heart, people will get touched by that. When we do and touch the heart speaks more than the words, and it has the ability to connect with other more. So may we continue our quest to make this life here on earth worthwhile in little things. However, it doesn't need to be big. Ang importante lang, yung masabi natin na hindi nawalan ng kabuluhan ang ibinigay sa atin. Hindi nawalan ng kabuluhan ang minuto, ang oras na ibinigay ng may kalayaan sa atin. Ibig sabihin, it's up to us to utilize that open, flexible freedom, replete with different tools that we can use. May we start what we have not yet started now. At this time, maraming salamat po sa inyong pakikiisa sa ating aralin sa gabing ito.